So now you're ready to go ahead and download the modules for the course. The modules for the course are quite simply the nuts and bolts of the class itself. These are the lessons, these are the Photoshop files, the videos, everything you need to take the class. So while the website and the Canvas site has the information and the links regarding the class, this download is what really has all of the educational material for the course. So obviously it's very important. Anyway, here's how you get there. If you're on the home page like this, you simply click on the course downloads link. From there, you're going to see a video, most likely something similar to this one, where I'm explaining how you use Canvas. The link to Canvas itself is right here. Canvas, once again, is the Cerritos College, basically the online infrastructure for your courses. So I click on that. It takes me to the Cerritos College login. This is going to be your username or student number and your password. This will be the same information you provide to get into your My Cerritos account, for example. So I click login. This will take me to the Canvas dashboard. This is the dashboard for you, and yours is going to look different than mine, obviously, but underneath the dashboard link on the left, look for courses. That will bring up a pop-up list of all of the courses you're currently enrolled in at Cerritos College. Now, you might see a lot of links. It might be very confusing and cluttered. Just look for the link that says Photoshop/Digital Imaging Art 192. Okay. If you see a lecture and a lab version of this, then you want to click on the lecture version of this. With lecture lab classes, like art classes, you often have two links, and I know that makes it confusing, but that's just the way it is. You always want to look for the link that's for the lecture component of the class. Click on that. All right, so once you arrive to the modules or the home page, you're going to see a few different links. This first one links to a short video that talks about Canvas. Again, this video is optional. It's not something you have to watch. As long as you've seen the orientation video, you should be fine. But if you want more information, I put that there. The course website itself, if you want to access the course website from here, you can. We were just there. But if you've perhaps access the course through Canvas first, then this would be the link for you. Finally, you have your module links. So let's talk about this. So the first link that you're going to find, download 1 or DVD 1 for modules 2 through 7, this link will take you to a Google Drive folder that contains all of the first 7 modules. So what does that look like? Let's click on it and find out. All right. First thing we'll do, it was going to ask you to click on another link. Just click on that. And it should take you right to my Google Drive folder. This is not your Google Drive folder, obviously. This is mine, so it's going to have my content in there. But what you should see are the following folders: modules 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this list may appear in a slightly different way, but essentially you should have 6 folders with these module numbers on them, modules 2 through module 7. Okay. So what I would recommend, if you are going to download all of these at once, which I think is a good idea, is just simply highlight them. You can just click on one and then hold down the shift key and click on the top one to select them all. Depending on how you're looking, you can also click with your mouse and drag to grab all of them, like this. And then you right click with your mouse and choose download. Okay. When you do that, here you can see down here, it's preparing the download and it's zipping those files. Zipping means compressing. It's going to compress those files for your download so that it downloads more efficiently. And then you'll be able to uncompress those with some sort of uncompression software. If you're using a Macintosh, it should happen automatically. You should be able to just uncompress those by using the system. But if you're using a Windows system and you're having difficulty with the unzipping process, then look for a free download from WinZip or one of the other unzipping or stuff it, any sort of free expander will go ahead and work for that. If you're still having difficulty, you can email me, but it should be pretty easy to find those free software. So once this comes up, you're gonna see that little circle there in the corner. That blue line indicates how far it's gotten in the process. Essentially, it's trying to compact these. Now, this is going to take a long time, but the advantage with this method is that you can just go grab lunch or whatever, come back, and hopefully you'll have everything there for you. Whereas if you do it one by one, it's going to be a more cumbersome process, but faster. So let's take a look at both. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because we don't have all that much time. And now if you want to just do one at a time, let's say I just wanted to grab 2 for now, well, I can do that, and I can just come over and just say, okay, I'm going to download that one. So I come over to download. Again, I'm just right-clicking, and now it's only zipping 1 file. So it should be a lot faster because there's less to zip, there's less to download. So basically, you could do this with each of these, or you could grab 2 or 3, 4 at a time. It's really up to you. However you want to work, but this gives you that flexibility to download as you please. So it really kind of comes down to that. I've also put some other links on there. Let me just cancel this as well because we just don't have time. All right. I've also put some other links. Let's take a look. So if we come over here to the first area, let me just back up here. It's easier. All right. So here I am back at the Canvas home page, right? So this was the link we followed. Now I've also put links that go directly to the individual modules. These are just duplicates of what's here. It's the same, in fact, it's the same location actually. But when I click on this, you can see I can click on a different link and it takes me directly to the contents of module 2, for example. So this is everything from module 2. So I won't recommend that you download it one at a time in terms of the files. What I would suggest is you just grab the entire folder. Once again, you can right click it and choose download for that folder. Okay, so you just download it all at once. But let's say, for example, one of your files got corrupted or you accidentally threw it away or whatever. You can always just come here and just download individual files as well. Just click on it and choose download. So it'll just download that one simple Photoshop file, whatever it is you need. And it may ask you something like this. Because it's small, it doesn't need to zip it because it's one individual file. I can just say save file, or I can choose open. And with that, I can choose a specific software to open it with that I might have on my system. So again, if you have like WinZip or Stuffit Expander, you could choose one of those for it, or you could just hit save file and then expand it later. If you have a Mac, you should just be able to double click it once you've downloaded it. It should expand automatically. And I believe some Windows systems can do that as well, but I've come across some people that had issues with their systems. So anyway, that's essentially the process. Let me just point out one additional thing back here. So these are the links to the individual downloads from each folder, but download 2, that will only be available to you later in the course. So if you're taking this course in fall or spring, then that link is going to appear sometime around week 6. If you're taking this class in the summer, then it's going to appear much quicker, probably at the end of week 2. So when these links become available, it's the same exact thing. You click here and it's going to take you to the download area for those next groups of folders. So you have modules 8 through 14. You can do it the same way, or you can do it one at a time. Again, it's all the same. So that's essentially the download process for modules. So hopefully it runs smoothly for you. And if you have any doubts or questions, feel free to email me.